All right, folks, everybody, I want to show you real quick a particular scenario. I like to tell stories about kind of real world examples of what I encounter from day to day in terms of potential borrowers who need some help with some financing. So in this case, what I want to share with you is a example of an interaction I just had with a past client, actually, somebody I made a loan to in the past. In fact, I made a loan to him about 5 years ago to purchase his home. So he contacts me, and first of all, what was his goal? He was looking to obtain an equity loan to improve his property, in particular to put in a backyard. Another one of these cases where he bought a brand new home 5 years ago, and his backyard is still, undeveloped. It's basically dirt. So that's his example, or that's what his request was. So here's the challenge, though. His income was not sufficient to meet the debt to income ratio limit, but he had sizable liquid assets. Now, this gentleman had a long career in the railroad industry. He ended up getting injured. He retired early. He's in his early 50s. He does get a pension from the railroad, and he did get a significant amount, lump sum amount at the time of retiring due to injury. In fact, close to $500,000 in the bank. But the challenge was the monthly pension income wasn't sufficient to be within the debt to income limit based on that pension income and his existing first mortgage, what the mortgage would be on the equity loan, plus any other debt that he had. And the other problem with that was he was too young, or he is too young, to do a reverse mortgage type product, either a new, reverse mortgage, first mortgage, or the home safe second mortgage product that we've talked about on this show before. He was too young to be eligible for either one. So what was the solution? Well, the solution was to use a non-qualified mortgage product, a non-QM product, to get a CES. That's a closed-end second. It's not a HELOC. It's a closed-end second. So it's a traditional fixed rate loan where when he gets this loan, he's going to get the money all in a lump sum. He can't draw on it in the future. But what's unique about this is it uses an asset utilization, I call it / depletion approach. Some lenders use either label to describe this type of loan program. What this program does is it allows us to take that nearly $500,000 account that he got, the settlement from the railroad, and we can basically amortize it, the balance, over a specific period of time. In this case, 84 months, 7 years. So you take that investment account balance, divide it by 84 months. The result was $5,100 a month. That is utilized as an assumed monthly income that's added to his other railroad pension income, so that you combine the two. We now have over $9,000 a month of qualifying income that can be used to calculate the debt ratio. And so there you go. What looked like an impossible challenge to overcome, this particular non-QM product, which, by the way, asset utilization or depletion can be used for both first mortgages, refi or purchase, as well as secondary financing, closed-end second, and some lenders will do HELOCs with this as well. This is a good example of the non-qualified mortgage, low doc type alternative that can still help somebody get financing where they otherwise wouldn't qualify for conforming terms, in most cases because their income is too low or the debt side of their balance sheet is too high. So this solves the issue, and he's going to be able to get his loan amount, which is $100,000, and finally, after 5 years, have a nice improved backyard with all the bells and whistles. So this is a pretty good success story of how some of these unique non-qualified mortgage programs can really help solve an issue that otherwise there would not be a solution for.